at the age of 24. And the record which he left in Port Harcourt, nobody has been able to beat that record. Your Majesty, we're always very proud of you. We're proud of your service. And we're proud that God has kept you strong with us. And we pray that you keep going for a long time to come. Let me recognize all other Royal Majesties here present who have been introduced already. I specifically would like to pay my respect to Chief Honorable Kanu Agabi, SAN. Chief Kanu Agabi is the zero of the Nigerian jurisprudence. Because when Chief Kanu Agabi, former Attorney General, appears in court, everybody trepidates. Because he goes into philosophy, goes into metaphysics, goes into law, logic, and he remains the oracle of the Nigerian legal profession. Sir, we appreciate the fact that you are here with us. It shows your love for your people. And later in my speech, I'll say something about you, which you may not know that some of us know. I recognize all other traditional rulers, all other top government functionaries, serving and former, and appreciate every single one of you. Permit me on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the National Executive Council of Pandem to welcome our esteemed guests to Abuja for this very important event. I almost made a mistake. I did not salute my dear wife, the head of my inner caucus. One of the most outstandingly beautiful women still living in the world. And I don't say I'm well. There's no light. If not, I would have beamed the light on her. Well, Abuja is a home for all Nigerians. Abuja has a lot of relationship with Washington. They say when people go to Washington to work, they never come back home. They go home and come, but Washington becomes their home. That is same for Abuja. Members of the National Assembly, people who have served in the Federal Executive Council, people who have held top positions, people who come to do youth corps, many of us end up in Abuja. So Abuja is the centerpiece of what Nigeria is. And that is why it is important that our flagship body, the apex body of the people of Niger Delta, should have a presence in Abuja. A presence to bring all our people together. The people from Akwa Ibom, the people from Bayelsa, the people from Cross River, the people from Delta, the people from Rivers. Have I left anybody else? And the people from Edo. So we must have an umbrella to bring all our people together. And that is why when the consciousness of that came and the National Executive Committee of Pandem was approached, and we took it up with our Board of Trustees, they gave a nod that yes, truly, we should have Pandem in Abuja and in Lagos, as the Deputy National Chairman said earlier. Therefore, several months ago, interim approval was given to them to consult among themselves, pick people to lead them, and to get back to us and fix a date for this commission. I therefore welcome everybody who has taken time from their very busy schedules to be there to hear with us. Some may ask, what is the mandate of Pandem? What is Pandem supposed to do? Ladies and gentlemen, As you know, Pandef has become a household name in Nigeria. But our core mandate is to champion justice for our people. For a region that has long shouldered the burden of providing the resource to run the government of this country. Not only the federal government, but also the government of the states. God in His infinite wisdom and in His mercies placed crude oil on our territory. As from when the first barrel of crude oil left Ogbegiri in 1958, and coming especially into the 70s, we, this region, have continued to maintain the economy of this country, and we thank God for that privilege and opportunity. But then, it has also come with challenges. The kind of environmental degradation that has never been imagined anywhere in the world. What my brother Limon Basi and other experts call environmental genocide. So this is what has happened. Our territories have been degraded. A lot of intercommunal crises that are fueled by oil, acknowledged by the whole world. Communities that live peacefully with each other suddenly started fighting each other because of oil. But then we also exist as a body to continue the clamor for justice in terms of resource control. Best way produce go chop. Because we cannot justify why Bayelsa will have 8 local governments. And so there are states in this country that have 44 local governments. So when you share the pie, Bayelsa gets 8 pieces. And Kano State gets 44 pieces. And the states that have emerged from Kano get almost the same amount. So those are the extremities. But we have Pandef insists to continue that conversation, to promote peace and dialogue among ourselves, among our people of the Niger Delta, so we can live in peace with each other. We can ensure that our areas are peaceful, and to promote development, sustainable development can strive. We must have development in our area. We must build a culture of a territory that is developed. If we have so much wealth, our people should not live like the poorest people in the country. We should live well, and we have to promote it. To promote education, entrepreneurship, and good governance. So we are not just a protest organization. We tell our governors when they are not correct, when they are going wrong. We tell our lawmakers when they are going wrong. Say, this way you are going wrong. We must correct ourselves. And as you all know, our departed father, Chief Clark, was very good at doing that publicly. Maybe my style is different, but we don't stop. We do it once in a while publicly, but we don't stop to remind them that this is not right. You must do things correctly. Let me take some of you people back to history. There's a belief that the Yorubas are one, Afenifere are Yorubas, one culture, one language, one people. Arewa are one. Hausa, Fulani, one people, Saptanuri, one language, one culture. Ohanes and Igbo, one language, one culture, one people. So some people carry in their head the belief that Niger Delta is not one, or South-South is not one. You are totally wrong. Because this is a misconception. If you go back into history, we have been one. Because in the past, our fathers, particularly our men, our fathers, were very much into having a household full of people from everywhere. So, because there was a lot of intermarriage, we have lived as one in course of history. The Niger Delta people, whether you are from Edo North, or you are from Bayelsa Central, or you are from Delta South, or you are from Akwa Ibom Central, or you are from Rivers West, and so on and so forth, we have lived as one. I tell people, let me give you the typical example of our departed Father Chief Clark. And many of you, if you dig into your history, you will see how connected they are. He was a Jaw, yes, but his mother was a Robo, but his grandmother was a Soko, and his other grandmother was a Shekiri. And the other grandmother was Kwari. And this is how it is with all of us. So if you open the blood of anybody of Niger Delta origin, you will always see some droplets of blood of people from every other place. So we're one. And our fathers related as one. When the white men came and they attacked one person, all the rest reacted. When they took Jada of the Kobo away, none of the Shekri reacted. Ovarawe of Benin reacted. Kikuko of Nimbe, Bayelsa reacted. So the Obi of your side of Abo reacted. So they've all been one. They did not speak the same language. I wonder how they communicated. Because they communicated very well. So we have always been one. So if we take DNA of any one person from Niger Delta, you will see the blood droplets of people from every part of the Niger Delta. So we are one. And will always be one. But let's even come to recent history. In our recent history, as we started to prepare for independence, the Niger Delta leaders came together. You may not all remember. It was our son, Chief Tunenao, the youngest member, one of the youngest members of parliament, that moved the motion for independence, that Nigeria must be independent. He moved it in 1953. But we had other firebrands among them. Harold Dababri, who in 1957 gathered all other Niger Delta people at the Lancaster House Conference and said, we will not accept independence. We from Niger Delta don't want independence because these bigger groups will oppress us. Give us a region for us in the Niger Delta, or create two regions. One for the Midwest, other Western region. One in the East, other Eastern region. And that's how we had the core movement. Core movement, Calabar, Ogoja, Rivers. The other one, movement for Niger Delta. I'm happy that today, this man here, Kana Gabi, I say this man because Kana Gabi, as a young man, please stand up, sir, was, as a young man, well, today is not a young man, but he was the one taking notes. He was the one taking notes for our fathers. For our fathers, Dr. Dodoma, Dr. Kuyariko, Harold Dababri, and all of them, as they moved for core movement. Then what a promise for Calabar, for Ogoja and Rivers people, what another promise for the Western people. Please sit down, sir, for the Midwest. So this is how our fathers stayed together. So the fiction, which we hear sometimes, the Niger Delta people are scattered, they are not the same. It's not true. Our fathers realized the consciousness of the need for us to be one, the need for us to work together, the need for us to stay together. And this has informed our position. So even from the time of L.S.P. Coley, from the time of Professor Ayoita, from the time of Chief James Otobo, from the time of Dennis Osadebe, and from His Eminence Israel Majesty Akinzua II, they moved as a group. We succeeded with Midwest movement, and Midwest region became established for the people of the South who are in the Western region. And the movement, core movement for Calabar Ogoja region continued until unfortunately the war came and Rivers State and Southeastern states were established. What I'm trying to say, what we are doing today, our fathers In their graves, their bones will be vibrating, dancing, because they still say, our children have not lost hope. Our children are continuing what we started, continuing to keep our unity as a people of Niger Delta together.